You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
And McDonald's screwed up their sundaes. Remember, you used to be able to get a chocolate sundae, a caramel sundae, or a strawberry sundae. And now you can only get, like when the ice cream machine do work, you can get a caramel sundae or a chocolate sundae, but they don't even give you that much sauce. They give you a cup full of vanilla and 2 squirts of a sauce. And then...
oh, my.
He ain't lying.
I'm going front, dog. I'm going to Sonic.
Like if you in Greenville and you want ice cream, your best bet is gonna be Sonic.
Yep.
Just buy your own.
It's high as hell now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's high as hell.
Man, better go buy you a thing of Blue Bell to call it a day.
Because my grandma, when she getting her fix, and she like, I want a vanilla milkshake. I'm like, what size? And you can hear it in my voice off of it. I'm hitting her with this size. I like, what size? I want a large. Man, that's a $7 milkshake.
$7.
And when I go spend my money and get it, I hand it to her. And I say, I'm finna sit here and watch you sip every last drop of it. No,
$7 for a collar?
Shit.
In Texas, that's probably equated to $99, but yeah, taxes. All right, man.
You know what's so bad about the milkshakes? They're getting smaller and smaller.
Well, okay. Sizes are so different from us, the older us that are 30-somethings, that, like, if I go to somewhere and I ask for, like, oh, let me get a small. Man, a small like a medium.
It really do.
Let me get a medium. It's large. Like, what? What's the snack size? Okay, that's the small one.
Well, they guys, you remember after the folks, you remember like you used to be able to just go to McDonald's and say, let me get a super size, something like that, and or you can go to Burger King and say, let me get a king size or something like that. But after they got sued, which I just didn't understand how that lawsuit went through, and how a person was that saying that they sued McDonald's and won, said McDonald's made them fat.
No, you made you fat. McDonald's didn't put a gun in your head and say, eat these supersized fries. You was eating your sorrows away.
First of all, if you can get full off of 2 double cheeseburgers, an apple pie fries, a large drink, and you still need something to eat, that ain't food.
Look,
that was a snack.
I'm sorry. Wait. Hey, I know. Look. I promise you. I thought Roy was about to say McDonald's ain't put a gun in your head and say eat these nuggets. I promise. I thought you were about to say that.
How are y'all still hungry? You're not eating food. If that food can't get you full, it's not real food.
Well, let's get this straight. McDonald's food don't decay. It's been in a lab, and that you can literally get some fries and leave the mugs out for a long ass time. They do not mold.
That is so disgusting.
I just know I'm going when the zombie apocalypse happens. Baby, these fries still good.
Man, like that Boondock episode, ain't it?
Angry as my witness. It don't take much for me to get full at all. I can go get a junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. Now I eat my fries and just eat my nuggets and drink my drink, and I'm full. But then I do have my days where a junior bacon cheeseburger, you be sitting at the window, you be looking at the thing, be like, do I want to get the junior bacon or do I want to get the son of bacon? Then you be looking, you be like, hey, why I'm even playing? Just to go and give me the dad, the Baconator.
All right, man. So y'all been hearing us rambling about food and everything else. But this is not a food podcast. This is Nerdflow Podcast.
Close
this
enough.
is issue
Close enough.
87. Was it?
Huh?
Huh? I thought I might say something. Okay, never mind. But yeah, man, this is Nerdflow Podcast. We crazy. I be hearing stuff, but yeah. This is a podcast all about nerding out on the greatest and latest of nerd culture from video games, anime, comic books, you name it. We talk about it on this show. For those who are new listeners to the show, we're on all major platforms: TuneIn Radio, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, Sprinkler, Stitcher. Just pick one. We're on there. Before we get into this packed week that we have going on in nerd culture, we got a couple of announcements, some things we want to kind of like let the listeners know what's going on with Nerdflow. But first off, Facebook.com, Twitter.com, Instagram.com, search Nerdflow, and follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're on YouTube as well, trying to get them followers up so we can get that official URL. Kind of need y'all for that. And we have a Facebook community page, so if you like to talk about nerd stuff all the freaking time, then you should probably join our community, because that's all we do on there. And so 2019 is, it's like around the corner pretty much.
In a month.
Yeah. About
next
3-4
month.
weeks. And so we are here at Nerdflow. We are just trying to better ourselves and create a much better, more interactive show for you guys to listen to. And so if you have been following our social media, we are going to be doing some new stuff on our social media, new stuff on the show. So we're going to do start taking in listener questions. So you can ask Nerdflow. You can send it over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. You can ask us anything. It doesn't have to be nerd related or anything like that. You can ask us anything. It can be the stupidest question of them all. We'll talk about it. And just send it over to us, man. We want to get interactive with the listeners and stuff like that. Be able to hear from you guys and just, just chat it up. So, in addition to that as well, through the community page and the Nerdflow official Facebook page, we'll be doing this thing called Nerdflow Art. So, there's a lot of talented artists out there. Boss Logic is probably one of the top, artists that you probably can think of as far as when it comes to like nerd stuff, comic book stuff, anything that's pop culture. And so we decided to do something like that and just kind of like showcase the really talented artists that are all around the world, all around the internet and stuff like that. We got listeners in different countries, so we invite you guys to send all that to us as well. You can send it over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail. Make sure the subject line reads Nerdflow Art. And if you are the artist, please make sure you put the name in there so we can give the proper credit that is due to the person who is the talent behind the art. So, in addition, with it being 2019 as well, we're going to do some more bonus shows like the hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes that we do Nerdflow Podcast every single week on Sunday nights, 9:30, 10 o'clock Central Time. We late, that's why I say 10 o'clock, because we black. But with that being said, we'll be doing some bonus shows to talk a little bit more in depth about some things that we don't really get a lot of chances to touch on. So we got Spitting Game. We've been doing that for quite some time. That's going to continue to be the outlet for those who are just hardcore on video games. We're going to have After Credits, which that's going to be more in relation to all of the comic book movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. Going to be starting getting a little bit more in depth on recaps of a lot of these DC, Marvel shows, Game of Thrones, you name it. We'll be talking about it on After Credits. And Snapback and Throwbacks is going to be all about a lot of the vintage stuff with our boy Snapback. Also, they'll also translate over to the YouTube channel as well with a lot of unboxings and stuff like that. So look forward to that in 2019 from the Nerdflow Podcast team. So.
Oh, wait. And also, let's not forget the other show of Snapback and Backpack.
Yes.
So, yes, you do have a chance to see both Briario and I, especially out in these conventions and whatnot, acting a fool as usual. Well, I'm speaking for myself, not Briario. But yeah, when you see us in person, do not be afraid to come near us. We're friendly, except if you have cinnamon rolls, and I'm going to steal them from you. But yeah.
Yes, we're
All
nice,
with the
wholesome, well-behaved Southern boys.
I want cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, you know, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you have to, you know. Sometimes
Yeah.
we're bad, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Before we get into, because we got a lot, this is gonna be an interactive show tonight. So if you missed, we're on Facebook Live right now on the Nerdflow Facebook page, streaming live right now. So if you missed this, you should be tuning in every single week. So we're gonna be going over, of course, if you've been sleeping under a rock and you're a nerd, then I don't know, we gotta take your nerd card. But Avengers 4 trailer dropped this week. In addition, Captain Marvel trailer number 2 dropped. So we're going to be showing those trailers while we are talking about it. So if you haven't seen it, then dang it, you get to see it while we are on Facebook Live right now. But first, some quick news stuff real quick. For those who didn't catch Venom and didn't get a chance to see Venom be hitting digital this week. So be able to catch Venom on digital release for those who don't, you know, buy physical movies. And this is funny. Just for me, it is. Most definitely, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really fun and funny for young. Soulja Boy has a game.
I heard about that. It's cheap. Don't buy it. Not even $1 was there. So yeah, don't buy it.
Wait, what is it?
It's a gaming console. I don't know what game it plays, but I mean,
the Soulja Boy game.
it looks like he came up with like his version of like a Switch.
It'd be called a tell 'em.
When it come on and they show the screen, it says you.
I would not doubt that,
It does
though.
not.
I would not doubt that.
Why me laying there? Why me rock?
So
Hey, y'all know what's weird? Could y'all just imagine going back in time when Bow Wow and Soulja Boy were actually popular people and just telling them in the future of the year 2018,
You ain't gonna be shit.
this is where you're at right now. This is where you're at right now. So enjoy this while you can.
So here's the thing. Okay, so this is actually pretty okay. Despite the person who made the console, this is if it does it, this is quite impressive. Okay, so Soulja Boy claims that the console is compatible of running PlayStation, Neo Geo, PC, Sega, Game Boy Advance, NES game, as well as Soulja games, but that's a whole nother conversation we are not going to get into today. The website also states that the console comes with 800 games pre-installed on the console. According to the site, according to the site, the handheld runs Switch,
I agree.
3DS, Vita, Neo Geo, Game Boy Color, and advanced games, and it will have 3,000 games built into the system.
Oh God.
Is it
Hey.
because I feel like
Thank
it's
you.
April Fools.
The first Nintendo didn't even make 3,000 games. it can't hold 3,000 games. What the fuck?
Wait, hold on. What PlayStation games can you
It's
play
just the
on this
videos of the
originally?
game being
Yeah, I'm trying to see like what PlayStation games you trying to play on this though. PS1,
Pretty-
2, 3.
Pretty sure Sony's not going to just let them play their games. First off.
I don't blame them.
I feel like it's an emulator at this point.
That's probably what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is gonna be on Family Dollar shelf.
And he gonna
Okay.
get sued to death. Like
Mm.
literally to death.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of y'all want to investigate? It ain't me.
Not me. 1, 2, 3, not it. Shit.
Yeah, I noticed I ain't laughing simply because when I first saw the article, I side-eyed it, and I already knew this was a bunch of bullshit. So it don't even go.
You side eye hard.
It don't even go on my laughter. It's a
He
pathetic
would've been-
attempt at something, just like he had a pathetic attempt at music.
He would have been better off becoming a streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
putting it out there. He would have better chances of becoming a Twitch streamer at this point than doing a video game system. But yeah, I'm pretty
Like,
sure
honestly,
this is
I wasn't no
a glorified ROM system. It has to be. That's the only way it's playing all of that.
Hey, PlayStation,
The only-
what games?
The only thing that game good for is to get it, put it in the catapult, shoot it out, and say, and get your rifle, and use it as target practice.
Well, no pun intended. He gonna be paying a lot of royalties. So yeah.
Royal.
No pun intended, but yeah, yeah. All right, we gonna move on from this one because we we'll be on this one for a minute. All right, so let's get into. Let's start off with the Captain Marvel trailer. First off,
you mean the trailers we didn't want, but we got it anyway?
I wouldn't say that we didn't want it. It's just like food before dessert. Like I want to eat, but I want the cake too. I want the cake more. It dropped at a bad time. They dropped that at a poor time. It should have came out like 2 weeks from now because everybody's still slobbing at the mouth from the other trailer that dropped.
Avengers.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man played it smart and delayed theirs.
Well, I think they delayed theirs simply due to the fact that, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse comes out next weekend. That just makes more sense to drop a Far From Home trailer like right when you're dropping an animated movie that has a lot of hype behind it. Even if it's like, maybe like the Thursday morning prior to the release or whatever, which is probably what's going to end up happening. It's probably what they're going to do. That way, and then you end up seeing the trailer in the movie as well when you go see Into the Spider-Verse. That's what I'm thinking.
And then, I about to say, then you got to look at it like, for his Far From Home movie trailer, it has to be like at least sometime when Endgame starts playing in theaters or a little bit afterwards, because what else to get a Far From Home trailer right now is like you're somewhat spoiling what potentially happens for Endgame. So,
well, no, it won't. No, it won't. Far From Home is Far From Home is a prequel. Yeah, Far From Home takes place before Infinity War, so it actually has nothing to do. Nothing will be spoiled at all. He's on a vacation with what's her face, MJ in Europe or something like that, and that's where all that goes down. But we'll get to that. We got some other stuff we got to talk about on Spider-Man Far From Home as well going forward in the show. But yeah, so what's the thoughts on the Captain? This trailer was, I would say, 10 times better to me than the first one.
It looks dope. Like the outer space fighting scene.
Yeah.
It looks. I'm here for it. I'm still reserved about the person they picked to play, but just the movie itself, the action in it. I think the CGI they did with Nick Fury, it's the best I've seen. Like he aging or whatever you want to call it, it's the best I've seen so far, and I'm excited for it. I'm more excited after this trailer than I've been when they first announced the Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, definitely too. I was kind of feeling the same way. I'm pretty sure, the trailer opens up with, the scene that everybody was kind of like wanting to, people that don't know no better and don't know comics and stuff like that, with her, slugging the old lady on the bus, which, Skrull, of course. And then old lady did parkour to get back on her feet.
So would you be shocked if one of the Avengers was a Skrull right now? Because we know they exist. We know this Captain Marvel.
Call it. Well, we have a feeling what's his homeboy? Doctor Strange's homeboy. Wong. We have a feeling that he's a Skrull because based off some images that leaked online with him putting skin on his face, putting his face on his own face. So there ain't no other reason than with him putting his face on his face, unless it's something that's got to do with Skrulls in some form or some way. And so, do y'all think? Okay, but kind of jumping ahead to Avengers a little bit, but with that kind of leak like that, do y'all think that Skrulls are gonna show up in Avengers, like a Secret Invasion? Like it continues a little bit on into leaks over into Avengers 4.
Got it.
I think because they would have to pick a bigger bad guy than Thanos for the next Avengers movie. Like you can't downgrade it. So I feel like it's gonna be Galactus.
I have a feeling that that's probably going to be like I still hold my ground that that's going to probably be the like the after credits type thing to allude to who the next person is, to the next big bad in MCU.
I think Scrolls right now just be like, what? Like, get out the way. We're here for Thanos. Really? I don't think they would. I wouldn't, but I'm not a director. I don't direct billion-dollar movies. So what do I know?
Yeah, because they would have to have something they have to, something they have to deal with or contend with to start this new phase to kind of push forward to the next Avenger movie.
Because doing the Scrolls and then you got Thanos, it's just like buying a Porsche and then you go buy Yugo.
Well, okay, look at it this way. With the first Avengers movie, he's sitting down to Chitauri. They're in no relation to, him as, working with him. They just hired them fools who like, hey, I need y'all to go down and fuck some shit up. So, Skrulls could be the same thing. It could be, a branch over to a bigger bad, but it was just a long-term game. Because who knows? It could be, Skrulls could be connected to Galactus, and Galactus was just like, because think about it this way: Skrulls are Fantastic Four villains, and so is Galactus.
Yeah.
So they could be playing a long game with the Skrull thing, and Secret Invasion, and that could have been the whole plan of Galactus for him to come in and do whatever. So, let's see. Any other thoughts on the trailer? Powers look very good and stuff like that. I know everybody was giving I was seeing a bunch of Super Saiyan memes all over the internet.
Do you think when she goes up in space, like during the fight scene, she probably will see Mr. Stark?
Oh, probably. Well,
not in this movie, because this is before.
Well, not
this movie occurs in the early 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
So, do we think the cat is the reason why not Tony Stark, but like Nick Fury does not have a functioning eye?
No.
or the cat is a squirrel.
Hey, because he did push his hand away.
Yeah.
So
that was funny.
More than that.
How did you get that awesome scar? Well, I was paid.
You sent the pussy, that's it. That's all doing, just sent the pussy. That's how I lost mine.
Pussy.
Oh man.
But yeah,
he was a little bit nicer too back then, as we can tell.
Got both eyes.
Yeah,
he ain't built
changed the man.
Yeah, he young and naive, right? He young and naive right now. Young and naive.
Definitely ain't young with that Vegeta hairline they gave him. He younger.
He young and old at the same time.
He youngish.
But yeah, it looks. I mean, of course, it looks it looks better than it did before. So
we'll see. It does.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the big boy.
Oh boy,
that we've been waiting on.
Oh boy,
for a very long time.
The big boy.
Avengers 4 trailer. So, trailer opens up with Tony talking to his helmet, which I'm trying to understand, like, how did that come off when you have nanotech, Tony? That's the first thing I was asking myself in my head. And did Nebula just leave him?
No, Nebula is in the ship with him.
He was just he's in another part.
That's the Guardian ship that they're on.
That's what I figured. Okay, I'm like,
yeah, both of them are on the ship.
It just happens that they're losing food and oxygen.
Right.
Well, Nebula, she's gonna be alright.
Nebula probably don't eat anyway.
Nah, Nebula, she's fine. Tony, he's screwed.
Tony's just you.
Is she really fine?
Yeah, because keep in mind, she's a robot, man. Remember when she got tortured and they revealed all her parts?
Yeah, every time she
And
was
I'm
fight with
thinking-
Gamora. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, Tony is like the super genius of robots, and she's basically a robot. They gonna get out of this somehow, some way. So I'm not even worried about it.
Oh boy, who piloted the guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 gonna come and find him?
Talking about
You talking about Star-Lord? Star-Lord probably over somewhere in the corner crying.
No, young dude's second in command. That ship gonna have a distress beacon, and he gonna come and scoop him up. Like, oh, I got your distress beacon. I'm here. Where's Star-Lord?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Young dude's second in command. The little.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey,
the skinny guy. Ask for
Correct
the
me.
young gun.
I was about to say, correct me if I'm wrong. Rock is the only surviving member left from the Guardians.
Yeah.
So I about to say,
he on Earth.
Wouldn't it be like? I was about to say, Mantis.
Mantis gone.
I was gonna say, like, shouldn't Rocket have something to whereas maybe it is just me, or just like, shouldn't he have something whereas he can locate like the ship or something like that, or where everybody is?
They didn't show him in the
Tony is deep in the galaxy though. Deep.
Yeah, they're past Titan.
Yeah, I think Captain Marvel is probably gonna be the one that's probably gonna scoop him up.
Exactly.
On our way to Earth.
Somebody.
Yep.
Wherever she is. And I'm still holding out hope. Maybe it's just me, but I really want them to bring Nova into this. They'd already said that Thanos destroyed.
You and me too.
Gandar.
Yeah, they already said he destroyed the Nova Corps. Just let him be the last surviving member of the Nova Corps. Have him, flying around, joyriding, whatever the fuck he doing in outer space, and just bring Nova in, man. I'm so ready to see.
Yeah, it would make more sense to bring him in too, because like him and Captain Marvel powers are. He got rocket power, but their powers are very, very similar. Very similar.
Bring Nova back.
Come on,
2019. All right, more about the trailer.
Yeah, more about the trailer. All right, so some other stuff. We got flashback scenes of Thanos. Glove is all jacked up. He's put his basically using his suit as a scarecrow to scare off people.
That was a nod. I don't know if y'all know.
That was a nod to the comic.
I love stuff like this. Good job.
It's the little things. The little things that matter.
Oh, they bought us flowers.
Then we got.
I was gonna say. Go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I think this is one of the many questions that people have been legit asking. The biggest elephant in the room. How Scott get out the quantum realm?
We ain't got that far yet.
I'm just saying. I want to go ahead and get into
everybody been saying it.
Let's go through.
Like somebody just asked me that before I got
We gotta
off
go
work.
through. We gotta go through the whole trailer first. Let's get to Captain America crying. Let's get there.
Yeah,
I want to talk. Okay, I want to
Mr.
talk
No
about
Beard now.
missing people.
Exactly.
know, right?
Oh yeah, and they was somebody. Yeah, they had the whole the grid up showing all the missing people. Of course,
Why was Shuri on that screen? That was my question.
She's probably underground. They probably can't find her.
Wakanda?
Yeah.
Because we know they would have showed her if she died in the snap. She not dead. She's just missing.
She probably like the last royal family member, and they like, hey, she the new queen. We need to protect her. We tried to open up Wakanda to the world. You see what happened? Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
We through with this.
Well, you gotta know that that Black Panther that he had like a fail-safe plan if something would have happened to him. And she knows she knows the fail-safe plan. He's like, if I go down, we do this.
I think she ain't hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not showing everybody that disappeared. It's just showing people that was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's a very important piece to the puzzle because of her brain.
She's important enough to, at least if she died, to show her on screen.
Yep. Exactly.
Treat her like no side piece. We love you out here. We going to Walmart with Siri. We want everybody to see her. Shit.
Oh my god.
All right, and then
Well,
we
yeah.
got
Next.
then we got, of course, we got like scenes from we see Thor sitting somewhere. We got Nebula, and then we get the boy.
Ronan.
Ronan.
The lines that Captain was saying when they showed him was so. It made you feel for him.
Well, we know his family got lost in the snap. So
yeah.
And from the looks of the scene, it looked like, you know, Black Widow had to go to like Japan or somewhere to get him because of course the neon lights kind of give it away.
Killing Yakuza.
Yeah, he's probably like just an assassin. Just
that's what a Ronin is.
Yeah, so
samurai without a master, just out there fucking shit up.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see him in action. I think out of everybody, he's probably gonna be like though he's a human character. He's nothing but like a spy and a secret agent. But I think he's probably gonna have that Thor breakout moment like in Infinity War, like Thor had. I think Ronan's gonna have that in the movie.
He definitely coming off the bench on 30 this movie.
Yeah.
He definitely coming off the bench. He gonna put up some points. And man, that look he had on his face, he was so dead. Just anybody.
Yeah, it's like life had just defeated him, and he was just sick of it.
Yeah.
That look. Ooh, that look was like so gloomy and dark. Like, really?
You know what that look said? It look say Thanos, I'm coming for you, bitch.
Man. I don't know. Sit your little ass down. He a Thanos.
remember what happened to Thor?
Are you
exactly?
Thor thought he had him.
I am. I'm Thanos, bitch.
Oh man!
All right. What's the next scene we had after the Ronin scene? Trying to see. Still going.
Captain and Black Widow.
Looking at that picture of Peggy.
Him looking at Peggy, saying he don't know what's gonna happen if it doesn't go right.
So being that they can mess with time, and when I saw the whole little scene with him looking at the picture of Peggy, I have a feeling that for him, I don't think he's going to die. I think if they're going to be able to travel through time, I think he's going to ask to go back to his time where he came from to be with Peggy.
Soldiers don't get good. In any war movie, when a soldier looks at a picture of the woman he loves, it doesn't end happily ever after. Like, somebody got to die. That's the rules of making a war with a soldier.
I don't think Iron Man is dying because I think the Russos kind of know that that's the thing around the internet that everybody thinks, Iron Man's gonna die, and they keep putting him in a bunch of close calls every single time.
No, I'm not talking about Iron Man. I'm talking about Cap.
No, I'm just saying but I feel like they're just I feel like the Russos are could be partially trolling. Because you know how they put the fake scenes in, the Infinity War trailer when they said, Hulk was in there, but of course Hulk didn't Hulk up at all in the movie.
Poor Hulk.
So here's another dynamic that it's not in the trailer, but I thought about this on the side about Avengers 4. You know who hasn't met one another yet? Spider-Man and the Hulk. And I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that interaction.
Puny spider.
I know that's gonna be. It's gonna be something with those two when they finally do meet. Because remember, Hulk was not doing Civil War, so he hasn't met him there. He was in space. Hulk was in space then. So
yeah.
No, imagine what's gonna happen when Scott meets Thor and whatnot. Because I don't think they met yet, have they?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's true too. That's another one. I didn't think about that one.
Man ain't met Thor.
Who?
Spider-Man hasn't met Thor.
Oh yeah, he sure hasn't.
Oh, that's right. Because they was on two different. One was on. They was on Titan. They was in the other ones in Wakanda. That's right. That is so right.
A lot of little matchups.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh my God! I just thought of the best one. If he comes back, he got to come back. Peter Quill and Scott Lang.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Oh my god.
That'd be funny.
But speaking of Scott Lang, and I know we just talked about this, I think, a couple minutes ago.
He's like,
yeah,
back to Scott Lang.
Now, here you go.
I'm just being so honest. Like, somebody, like, a couple people asked me earlier, like, you seen the trailer? Like, what? How you got out? Like, bro, I don't know. But he out. So just look at it as a sign of hope, because they already saw the sign of hope.
I mean, you know he was gonna get out at some point.
Did you guys happen to see the trailers I sent you guys with the spoilers and the little, like, I sent 2 videos yesterday.
I
think my upper class alter ego probably saw it. I didn't see it.
But they were giving like little Easter eggs.
Oh yeah. What was they pointing out in the background by the van? That's the part I didn't. What's the one I didn't get a chance to catch?
That was what Captain America said. That was weird. He was like, "Is this live?" And then they zoomed in and they archived message in the corner.
Right. They're saying that it was an old message, but it was showing the front. It was very confusing. But it was either an old message telling them to open at that specific time. Because remember, he has basically the time thing in the back of the van.
Yeah, the quantum
realm.
The quantum realm is basically in the van.
There's no telling what he knows from being in there.
So it's weird. I guess that's why it's called a teaser.
I know, right?
We gotta wait for the full trailer to actually really explain everything.
So the next question is, when do we get the second trailer for Infinity War? Like the one that gave us like all the one with Gamora talking. What round time did we get that? We get that like January or February?
Like January.
Okay, so we got it. So we definitely got to expect.
It's gonna show up during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Oh yeah, it was during the Super Bowl.
That's the one that's gonna give us everything.
Yep.
Not everything, but you know.
Everything.
Because I was like, I could be honest. This trailer was good, but with all the hype behind it, in my mind, you know, everybody kept saying trailer. If you would have said like teaser, I would have just been like, you know, oh. But, you know, I was sort of kind of, and to part of me, I was just kind of like, I didn't really see a whole lot. I saw some stuff, but, you know, I felt kind of underwhelmed a little bit, but I was still happy to see it and to find out that Endgame is the actual name that they went with, which was the first name that leaked out. So,
yeah.
I mean, Tony said that in Ultron, the second Avengers movie.
That word been thrown around so many times in the MCU.
Yeah. Exactly. And then when in Infinity War, when Doctor Strange said it, I kind of figured, okay, this is it. It's going to be the Endgame. Yeah. I kind of figured that.
And then, last but not least, they did move up the release time like they always do. This time they just didn't do it like a month before the release because we all was thinking it was May, but now it's April 26th. So,
and we appreciate it.
They should just name that Avengers Day and just be done.
And
pretty
be
much.
through with.
Pretty much.
Nobody goes to work.
All right, so let's go into some other topics.
Wait. Quick side note. I'm throwing away my Infinity Gauntlet.
You better not.
I'm throwing away my Infinity Gauntlet.
Because Thanos is busted up?
No, because he got rid of Black Panther. That's why.
No,
So hey, I don't. You can boo me as much as you want. I don't care. We need it.
Give it to me. Don't throw it away.
Right,
I need it to go in my theater.
I'm wearing the Black Panther mask. Put one over here. That's all I have to
say. Assuming that we get to see him again.
What do you mean, assuming?
Yeah, what you trying to say, bro?
Are we actually going to see everybody get revived and when all this is over?
Oh,
we don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty
Considering
sure.
we want more MCU movies, better.
Exactly.
They're not just going to be like everybody came back in the movie. It's gonna be some dramatic hugs and I missed you too. We'll call
Pretty much, exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Everybody's gonna come back.
Yeah,
that's a guarantee.
Too many upcoming movies. Spoilers. Ultimate spoilers. Is Spider-Man gonna come back? Well, they are making another Spider-Man.
But it takes place before, so that's why they make people think that.
That's so crazy.
So they make him think he's not coming back. All right, so let's see here. So we got Fox have asked Kevin Feige to review the Dark Phoenix script. Are they consider doing a revamp for the entire X-Men? That's kind of crazy to hear that.
Yeah.
Because they showed a trailer.
Exactly.
And I think we even reported this, talked about it from another news source, that they had pushed the movie back, and it was something else that happened. I think it was something with the trailer. I'm like, then why did y'all even who put the trailer out?
Exactly.
It wasn't Marvel because they ain't got the freaking full control yet, so it had to be Fox.
Yeah.
Just wash your hands.
Fox. Exactly.
Just wash your hands. Stop.
I'm like, what's the point of asking Kevin to review the script if he's just gonna revamp it and throw the whole thing away anyway? It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, your trailer's not gonna. It's like the movies, them getting purchased during, we're trying to, of course we all know Fox is trying to make their own universe. We understand that's what they were trying to do. And with New Mutants trailer coming out and that not getting a very good reception, and that is just on the shelf indefinitely because we don't know. I know that's been put through reshoots as well. So it's just kind of why even put yourself through that? Honestly, I mean, Kevin Feige can only do so much with something that's almost. Yeah, it's a trailer, and they shoot movies in reverse, of course. So I mean, he can, probably massage it a little bit and kind of make it be probably better than it probably was going to be to begin with.
So why though? Like I was saying, as soon as that movie come out, when Marvel starts making theirs, I'm pretty sure they're just going to revamp the X-Men franchise. So I even have them mess with a script just for a year or two later for it to be non-existent. Just count your losses. Y'all made a bunch of money selling it, and just leave it.
Hey man, they want that Kevin Feige sauce on it, So.
Exactly.
One last time. Let me get with my ex one more time.
Yeah, they want that Kevin Feige sauce because if he can put, if he can spin it and make it, worth a doggone, and that could be hope for, whatever, and I forget whatever her name is that plays Jean Grey, and she automatically got a ticket into the MCU. She wouldn't get recasted. So
that's Lady Sansa.
Everybody else.
That's what I was about to say. Isn't she on Game of Thrones?
Yeah, she's on Game of Thrones.
Sansa.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So I watched. Only angry appreciate this. I watched the movie Bohemian Rhapsody this weekend.
What do you mean? You love Queen.
No, I'm talking about. I'm finna speak of somebody specific.
Okay.
So Littlefinger in the movie, and he get made out to look like he portrayed somebody again in this movie.
You can't keep playing them roles.
But he didn't. This time he didn't.
Oh.
He got lied on.
I have to watch that movie.
He was actually a good person in this movie.
He definitely wasn't one that Game of Thrones.
No, he damn sure wasn't.
Okay, so
he got his nose sliced.
So his character on Game of Thrones, his name is Littlefinger.
Lord Baelish, but everybody calls him Littlefinger.
You have to watch the show to find out. We're not going to tell.
Is this the guy that's on Elf?
The guy that's on what?
Elf.
Somebody got little fingers.
I don't know.
I'm not a Game of Thrones fan.
I'll dabble in it eventually. I got to start over. No, I'm saying because I got to start over, man. I don't feel right just jumping in where it's at now. I'll feel bad, so I got to start over.
You got to April. So, yeah, 4 months. Yeah. Well, 4.5, give or take.
I ain't doing crap all week, so I might as well go ahead and do it this week. So, yeah, let me get started tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. Then we also got Spider-Man Far From Home details. So mentioned earlier, trailer got pushed to next week, which is the week that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse drops. And so Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal were at Comic-Con Brazil. I didn't even know they had Comic-Cons in Brazil, but
me either.
That's where they were. And you say what?
Yeah.
I know they had Comic-Cons in Brazil because I know a few Power Rangers that go to Brazil for Comic-Con.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
But yeah, so Tom Holland, Jake Gyllenhaal kind of gave away little tidbits there. Nothing too spoilery. But comes to find out that Spider-Man, well, spoiler alert before I even say it. If you don't want to know, probably want to fast forward about 5 minutes. But Spider-Man and Mysterio start out as teammates, working together to take down these beings called the Elementals, that for some reason, evidently, Mysterio is the only one that knows their weakness or knows how to take them down. So they start off as teammates. Evidently, it's been directed through Nick Fury that Spider-Man needs to work with Mysterio to take down these beings, and as the story escalates from there. Now, as I'm listening to them talk about this, here's what I'm thinking. Because if I know Mysterio, these elementals are probably a figment of illusion that he's just messing with Spider-Man the entire movie. Yeah. To make himself seem like a hero, because that's what Mysterio has done before. He thinks he's a hero, but he's really not.
He's going to be like Syndrome off The Incredibles.
Mm-hmm. I think the entire thing is going to be an entire illusion, and then he's going to find out that he's, really messed up. And that's when it's going to go down.
Since we're talking about Spider-Man, I want to bring this up. Go ahead.
There's so much stuff they can, bring facts to that. Because, we've seen pictures already of him in a new suit and everything.
Yeah, he talks about that too. He said it's basically, he can't say, Tom said he couldn't say exactly what it's for, but he said it's like a special, they're calling it in the movie, they're not calling it noir or anything like that, but they say it's basically a stealth suit, and it has to do with the elementals that he has to wear that suit for some reason. That's kind of all they said.
And then he's wearing a different suit from the current Spider-Man movie too. The suit, the
blue is kind of darker.
Yeah. So this is what I wanted to say when we were talking about the Avengers trailer. I call bullshit that this movie was shot before Infinity War, because why would he revert back to an older suit in Infinity War if he had a newer suit already?
That's true.
Then again, look, Tony did give him that suit. Wouldn't it? Why would he go to somebody else or get another one made if it wasn't by Tony?
And I'm pretty sure nobody's making the suit unless it comes from Wakanda. Nobody's making the suit better than Stark. So why would he revert back? Go from having a newer suit and then in Infinity War going back to his old suit. I call bullshit on the.
Well, he is working with it. Well, from what they said, Nick Fury is in the movie as well, so he is classified as an Avenger now. So it could have came from whatever version of S.H.I.E.L.D. tech that Nick Fury has his hands on. Because
why would
he didn't get made into an Avenger until Infinity War.
And you can tell he just became an Avenger in Infinity War because of the look he had on his face after Tony knighted him.
You know, what I'm going to say this, like, the only connection I can only think of to him getting the new suit would be Happy, because I wasn't Happy assigned to, like, keep an eye on him, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be, like, the only connection I'll say that he'll have to get, like, a new suit is through him.
And that's a lot, man. That'll be a lot to I don't know, between Civil War and Infinity War was what, 2 years? At least
2 years apart.
They said that's a lot for I don't know, a teenager. I don't know, man. I guess he's a superhero, so they don't give a fuck if he's a teenager or not.
Hold on, wait. All right, so
But yeah,
when it came to so Homecoming took place how long ago after Civil War? I was like, what?
About a year.
A year.
Yeah, after Civil War.
It was a year.
So that'll be like what, year one, and then for Far From Home, that will be in the same year as the Snap. So, okay.
I mean,
now, who knows? A lot probably could have changed in a whole year.
Yeah, a lot of
things. That's gonna tell who.
Because a lot of stuff in Spider-Man, like a lot of like an Amazing Spider-Man in the comic, and then also the actual animated TV show, all that stuff. Just to give an example, not saying it's probably done this way in the movies, of course, but all the stuff that happened in the Spider-Man cartoon TV show, all that stuff happened to Peter Parker in 1 year. Like all that stuff happened, and same thing in the comic. A lot of stuff happened to him within a year's time. So he could be doing the same thing here. We don't know.
All right, let's go back to the suit. That damn suit. But back to Mysterio. Did they show pictures of the elementals or anything, or they just like no?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't say anything. They didn't. They're not. They're in the company. They're actual, beings that are actually in Marvel Comics, of course. But no, they didn't show any like pictures or anything.
They sound like
well, remember the water scene where his stunt double, Peter's stunt double, was getting thrown behind him when he was talking about it on the video. Do you think Flash may have gotten in the mix of that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, they kind of made Flash to look like
dude,
like a little twerp.
Yeah, Flash is like a douchebag in the entire thing.
I can't see Flash becoming Asian Venom.
No, that's that's so out the window with this
exactly.
guy. I just can't even see it.
I understand, like, kids now deal with a different type of bully they deal with the rich, jackasses instead of jocks. But okay, Flash. Then are you his friend? Kinda, y'all hang out doing I don't know.
Look, he's already made at the whole Spider-Man thing, especially when he saw Spider-Man jump on his car saying, I got to get your car, and lets him get the car. So,
are you really friends with Peter Parker?
I put a picture of the elementals in the chat so I can see what they look like from the comic.
Okay.
So,
okay.
They were in the animated series.
The Thing. We got the Thing. Human Torch. Surfer.
Oh, it was the Fantastic Four y'all was fighting. Oh, okay.
Oh man.
All right, so we got let's see here. James Gunn basically turned Superman origin tale into a horror movie called Brightburn.
Yes. Did you see the trailer?
I was wondering what that was. I didn't watch it because I'm like, I don't know what this is. It didn't really ring a bell to me. I hadn't heard about it prior to, so I didn't even watch it. So what is it?
It's just a darker tale about a alien boy comes to Earth. People on a farm adopt him, keep his spaceship locked up under their basement in the barn, and instead of him being a good guy, he's a bad guy. He's like killing people with his powers. He can fly. He has super speed, and he's super strong, but it's still a kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
That man out there, we'll fuck him up.
I'm just like, so that's just lazy writing.
Really lazy.
I'm like, is he reaching? Is he?
He's like, I can do a Superman movie. Just get me.
Exactly.
Let me show you how to do a Superman movie.
It's basically the entire Superman origin kid story, but it's darker, and he's not good. He's bad, and there you go. It's a movie.
Huh. I think that's gonna get raked over the coals, but yeah. It's too close to being the story of Goku and the story of Superman. It's just too
exactly.
It's too close. Marvel Studios is developing a Shanghai movie recruiting Asian and Asian Americans to make more powerful and authentic stories. I heard about this as well. So they're doing, I guess, like, what, an Asian superhero, or I don't even. What's the name?
Yeah.
I think they gave the name of the character that they're doing for the movie. I can't remember what it is. But of course, yeah, they're kind of like, trying to make more diverse movies and stuff like that. So that's always a good thing. Hope they never do the other Ms. Marvel. Anyway, the one that stretches. Don't like her. What's her name? Khalifa. Well, I forgot what her name is. I don't like her. I really don't. It's like, we got
Duly
Mr.
noted.
Fantastic. We got Mr. Fantastic. We don't need you. He was the first one to stretch. You second. So yeah, and he's smarter than you. Warner Brothers developing a Blue Beetle movie, Jamie Reyes movie opening, which could be a good thing for a Latino community. Is Blue Beetle? What's the nationality of Blue Beetle? Is he Hispanic?
He's Hispanic.
Yes, Hispanic.
He's Latino.
Latino. Mm-hmm.
Jaime Rory, what the fuck is his last name?
Is that how you
Reyes.
pronounce it? I was just going to say Jamie.
It's Jaime.
It's Jaime. It's Jaime.
Jaime.
Oh, excuse me. The Blue Beetle guy. That looks like the Guyver.
Oh, the Guyver. Revamp the Guyver.
Exactly. I'm like, so this is the modern day Guyver. I can dig it.
Blue Beetle. You mean Mass Rider? No, Blue Beetle. You mean Beetle?
Right.
No, Blue Beetle. No. Two different things.
In my opinion, hand-to-hand comeback, Guyver gonna win. If the Beetle take over, Guyver gonna lose.
Exactly.
If the Beetle take over, I don't know too many people who can beat him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that alien.
That motherfucker.
Because he was 2 inches away from killing Damien, little smart ass.
Yeah, man.
I thought he did. And then didn't Raven have to, like...
Raven had to bring him back.
Young Justice, the dude, like, the Beetle just ready to blow off heads.
Every time. The quickest solution is to kill him, Jaime.
No!
Exactly.
So this is just off topic subject related to DC though. So I was up watching some stuff on DC Universe. On DC Universe, they have DC Shorts, so which is basically like some shows that they have. Like they have an animated version of Black Lightning. They got an animated version of like Arrow. What else was there? I forgot what the other ones were, but like. I really hope DC makes these into actual shows to come to DC Universe, like full-fledged, full show. They were like literally like maybe like 5-minute like quickie episodes of like this stuff, and like the Green Arrow one with him and Black Canary was like hilarious, and I'm like I could see that I could see that being actual, something that's really cool. And then the Black Lightning one is just even better as well. Kind of get a little bit more understanding. As far, especially we're watching the live action show too, and then we got let's see what else we got here. Yes, Black Panther. Black Panther has been nominated for 3 Golden Globes, and Marvel. I heard about this. Marvel like straight up protested to the Golden Globes to make sure that Black Panther got nominated because it's
Well, they protested the Oscars too.
Exactly.
Because it was like you can't like with awards like you cannot snub this movie when it pretty much dominated the box office literally the entire year.
The whole year.
You can't act like that it can't get nominated or it can't be considered because you're putting movies that are like from the Sundance Film Festival that if you just, if your nose is up far enough in the air, you know about it. But if not, then they get nominated and they win. And you like, I never knew nothing about the shit about the water, whatever the name of the damn movie was last year. That was so damn popular. Like I could have sworn, isn't this the being from freaking Hellboy? Like
that's what it looks like.
I'm like, hold on, the homeboy from Hellboy got a solo movie? Wait, what's going on?
It's the same director.
Guillermo del Toro. Is it Guillermo del Toro? Okay, it is. Okay. Bro, stop using the same makeup artist. Stop it. That's bad directing.
We got this suit in the back. We ain't used it for the next Hellboy. Just throw it on somebody. Bing, bang, bam. We got a movie.
Hey, it's a rumor saying that he's supposed to be directing the Pinocchio movie.
Oh, well.
That's gonna be dark.
We already had a live action Pinocchio movie.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
We did?
We don't talk about that.
When?
No.
Yeah, it was a live action Pinocchio movie.
We don't talk about that.
You realize they don't care, bro.
Huh?
You realize they just don't. I'm talking to BR. You realize they don't care, right? They're still gonna talk about this.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is.
I don't say nothing when y'all want to talk about. I ain't finna say his name, but
don't you do it.
Okay.
I think I do slightly remember one, but it's kind of like, it's.
Excuse me.
I think I got Men in Black flashed on that one.
If we're not talking about the one that was with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I don't want to talk about it.
Man, look, you had a Pinocchio movie where Pinocchio was a killer doll. Then that was live action. Then you had a Pinocchio movie that was kind of like the Nutcracker. And then you had a Pinocchio. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You know a live action one is coming. Disney's on the live action kick, so you know it's coming. We got Dumbo coming, so you know Pinocchio coming.
Okay, back to this box office stuff. We were talking about that. Let's get back to that.
So sidetracked.
But yeah, so Black Panther got considered for Golden Globes. Hoping they win. Hoping they win it because it's just not even just because it's a black movie, but more for the reason that it's like comic book action movie, and those movies get snubbed quite a lot. Also, Logan, is another one that was a really good movie. That was it hit all the right points, and it should have got considered.
Well, you got to look at it like this. They're superhero movies.
Yeah.
So the Academy and the Golden Globes really don't pay them much mind because if you ever notice, a Disney movie only gets consideration for its score.
Yeah. That's why I said if your nose is up high enough in the air, you'll get considered. So, yeah.
Score and animation.
Yeah, that's what they mostly get considered for. But like, they need to movies that actually sell tickets need to be considered because the movies that be on the nominee
offices, they
ain't selling tickets. It's more of a culture thing with the Golden Globes. It's like no. And I know why they do it because they don't want certain people to, probably want to attend it. Because their favorite movie is there, so if we put stuff that they don't like, then therefore they won't try to come to it. So, but let's move on. Video Game Awards. So, Video Game Awards went down Thursday. Got a lot of games. New games got announced, stuff like that. Let's see, where should we start here?
Mortal Kombat.
Sure, why not?
Jump in there.
Let's talk about Mortal Kombat.
Bullshit. Looks like bullshit.
Somebody's
mean,
upset.
Honestly, there's not really not a lot you can tell from the game. Is that it's a CG trailer that's just showing the general fights that we typically see. I mean, other than some of the aggressive blows and stuff like that.
Let me break this down. First thing Mortal Kombat need to get rid of is that X-ray stuff. Those type of hits right there. Get rid of that. That was a waste of time from the beginning.
I like it.
Second off, you show a red lightning demon looking Raiden fight a human Scorpion. He kills human Scorpion, and then Necromancer Scorpion comes in. That just blew the whole thing apart then. Human Scorpion, just throw him away. You should never put him in the game. Stick with Necromancer Scorpion because that's what it is. That's what Scorpion is, a Necromancer.
All right, so I'm just going to throw this in there. Now, the whole thing at the end of the trailer, it looks like a new character with an hourglass. You think that is probably the reason why we saw those two?
I think they in like a Groundhog's Day type deal. Like they just forced to fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it's like that hourglass got something to do with it, probably, and a new character.
Because I don't think that was just blue, like an evil Raiden. I think it was just not a zombie, but like a dead Raiden that was fighting. That's why it was blue. It was red instead of. So I think like they can't die.
It's basically like how it was at the end of X.
Because he was more like a Champions of Contest type of thing, but Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I was getting from it, I thought it was like, because at the end of X, he's a different Raiden, and he's more vicious. I can't say if he's evil, but he's a lot more vicious, especially the threat he gives to Liu Kang and Katana. Then saying,
I appreciate that. Like Liu Kang been to ride or die for some years, my guy, and then you come at them sideways like that because you got a new job. You hated it. Ride for Liu Kang, do, and then you really gonna be like, remember what happened to the other nigga? Bitch,
he was the elder god. He was the elder god. Then he was like, you see Sinner was the elder god. You see what I done did to him. Here you go right here. So yeah, come play with us if you want. So it's like, I think that hourglass got something to do with what we just saw in that whole trailer, storyline wise.
I think something elder god that took the tournament and just making them keep doing it over and over.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because at the end, not at the end of the trailer, but at the end of that part of the fight, of the pretty much fight scene, you saw like a female with a bald head that turned around with glowing eyes. So it does seem like it's an elder god or something like that that has something to do with that. But then also at the end, we also saw as a pre-order bonus Shao Kahn. So this almost kind of feels like a little bit as like it feels like they're rebooting the series to a certain extent, to a certain point.
Again?
Just did that. They had a successful reboot.
I mean, because Shao Kahn, because in the storyline, Shao Kahn was gone. He was dead. They took him out. So either that or it's Rico from Mortal Kombat 4 that took the throne.
Dude, like how many times do you need to? I'm saying how many times do you need to reboot?
If you beat the game in Rico,
I don't think it's gonna be a linear. Go ahead.
No, I would say remember Mortal Kombat 4. If you play with Rico, if you beat the game with Rico, he sits down on the throne and he puts the mask of Shao Kahn on. I mean, they could. I don't know. Could be him.
I don't think this is going to be a linear. Like I don't think this is going to be a story-driven Mortal Kombat. Like I say, I think it's just going to be somebody taking them outside of the main story and just using them as toys. Pretty much, y'all just gonna keep fighting until I get bored. I don't think this is gonna necessarily just have to do with the main Mortal Kombat story.
Or could it be? Here's another.
I was gonna say so.
Here's another one. Angry. I was gonna say. Let me take this real quick snap, and I'll let you get yours.
Go ahead.
Another thing that I saw, because the trailer's rolling right now. It could be a thing because. So, for example, DC. What's the name of the damn game? Injustice. Injustice has a thing with multiverse, right? Where it's different worlds, different Earths. From the looks of that particular, like that short clip of showing what looks like an Elder God, could it be different Scorpions, different versions of these characters from different Earths or different dimensions having to fight one another? Could be that too.
see which dimension is the strongest.
Yeah.
Or see which character from which dimension is the strongest. And
Yeah.
They used to have a power tournament, but Mortal Kombat way.
Yeah.
And then Jiren just gonna come in and
just destroy everybody.
Special guest on Mortal Kombat Jiren.
So, like, for it to not be a linear game, do you think this would be Mortal Kombat answer to like how certain fighting games do their own thing instead of escaping the storyline? Like Tekken has a tag series, and you have other games that have like a little spin-off of their own. It's still like a fighting mechanic the same, but it doesn't have nothing to do with the main story.
But see,
so do you think
they got a spin-off? See, my deal with this is that it's in the lineage, because if it was a spin-off, it wouldn't have had the 11 on it.
True. So it got to be something to do with that. Something tell me got to do with the hourglass, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that has
I think it's gonna be like the Elder God of Time or some bullshit. And like, I'm bored. Let's make them fight forever.
They just pull up Thanos on the comics then.
I don't know.
And then we also got, we had a community reveal event. It'll be on January 17th, so we'll learn a whole lot more about Mortal Kombat 11 and see if, kind of what we said is either true or false, or are we kind of close to it. There was with the Game Awards, there was a lot of freaking trailers. So we're not going to talk about every single trailer. I'm just kind of jumping on like some of the main ones. Another one that kind of caught my eye was the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which came out of freaking nowhere. I got happy because I saw it was a Marvel game, and then I saw Nebula open up the scene, and I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy. So first I was thinking like, is it the Square Enix game that didn't take forever to come out? But no, I don't know who this game is made by. But it's exclusively on the Switch, which reinforces the fact that I want to Switch even more now, because I used to love Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
I've never played a Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, so I can't.
Oh, it's really. I mean, this is probably one of the only. It's typically, it's normally top down, but it doesn't look like in the trailer that it's on a top down like it was. So it's kind of a little bit more. But it's basically it's a multiplayer. Think of like a Diablo in a sense, but with Marvel characters, and you can play with like 4 people together, and that meaning like 4 people either online or in the same room can play together at different Marvel characters. That's basically what Marvel Ultimate Alliance is. And I know they used to have like certain little power-ups, so if you were to put all the members of the Fantastic Four together, you would have like a special buffs and all that stuff, because it was that team of people or anything like that. But no, overall, good trailer. It looked like it's Capcom that made this game though.
That's so weird.
That's good though. That's good for them though, man. They got something that PlayStation and Xbox didn't get. Which that's what they need. They need stuff that they don't have and they can't get. Let's move on to the next one. Then we got Anthem. Anthem did a little teaser week before the Game Awards, so they're gonna drop a Game Awards trailer. For the most part, what we kind of got from this trailer was the actual, I guess you can say the main. I don't know if you can say the main villain or the villain for Anthem, and which he also has a javelin, or he's also in a javelin suit as well, a way larger javelin than everybody else, but nonetheless he's in a javelin suit. Any additional thoughts for those who ready to get Anthem? This trailer make y'all feel even more confident about the game, or any less, or anything like that?
I mean, I like the fact that it's kind of a different game. The only other game I can remember where you got to fly around was like that when they tried to make that Iron Man game, right after the movie came out.
Iron Man game was pretty dope, I would say.
No.
I played it.
No.
It was not bad as it should have been. It could have been.
It makes me a little more comfortable. I don't think I ever had a problem with it anyway. I think people were skeptic because of EA is behind, which EA isn't even the developer of the game. They're publishing it.
Yeah,
but,
it's BioWare, but BioWare has had some issues themselves with, of course, Mass Effect 3, stuff like that.
Okay. the Mass Effect. Wait, was BioWare did Andromeda too, right?
Yeah, they did. They did. Well, at least some members of the team did.
So, like, okay, on the whole Andromeda issue, the gameplay for that game, it had like the facial mechanics and stuff. They were pretty bad. Like they could have did better with all the the back they had with their game. But the gameplay for that game was not bad at all. If you one of the people who just went on YouTube and you saw how people was bashing the facial animation and all that, then yeah, it's gonna look real bad. But just if you talk to somebody who played it from a gameplay standpoint, I don't think somebody can say that it was a bad game just from strictly gameplay. And when I was watching the trailers for the Anthem game, that's what it reminded me of, like the whole mechanic, the shooting over the shoulder. Because in Andromeda, when you jumped, you had a boost. You weren't flying around and shit, but you had like a little boost, a little turbo jet or whatever. So that's kind of what it reminded me of, and I enjoyed that gameplay. So when Anthem come out, I'm gonna be there. Day one, bro.
Like I said, I hope it's good. I still have like I'm in wait and see mode at this point with Anthem. I really hope that it's good. Hopefully it provides something for other people. To be, that game of people like companies like to call like the hobbyists and all that stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be a good game. Then also at the Game Awards, we also had the Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft execs came out together. Some people feel this is kind of like I guess you can say like a sign of them possibly, working together, some cross-platform or anything like that. I think and some people feel that's a sign to show like as far as what we're going to get as far as when next-gen consoles come around, that, with these games that are multi-platform and stuff like that, could we possibly be getting, cross-play, or being that it doesn't matter what console you have, as long as you pick up the game, everybody can play together?
I think you're going to have to pay extra for that. I guarantee you're going to have to pay extra for it. You're going to have to pay like your $50 for your PlayStation. Then you're going to have to pay like an extra $20, $25 for crossplay permission. Watch. I'm down for it because I get tired of Xbox. Crossplay. You'll get it. You saying that now?
I'm poor, y'all. So I really don't care that much about certain stuff.
Let's go out there.
I wonder though, if they do something like that, like imagine the subscription fee for like a month or a year, if they were to go through with that. You're already paying like $60 for a whole year on either Xbox, PlayStation, and
they're gonna throw an extra $20 on there for crossplay.
Shoot.
Well,
I ain't gonna get it.
It wouldn't be really. Okay, so this is me just thinking how it is right now. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be totally connected to the game developers. They have to allow the functionality to do it, but it's kind of really more on the game developer. I mean, look at Rocket League. Rocket League's been doing it for a while. They did it first, actually, and I mean, you can play with anybody on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, at any time, at any point. And it really was Rocket League themselves who actually, did it. They just got to get pretty sure there's some network code that they have to get from the, that particular developer to actually allow it to happen. But it's kind of more on the game developers. I mean, imagine if you could, if you have multiple consoles, or if you have friends that have other consoles, and imagine if you could take your character onto somebody else's console, and it's just, your stuff is on like a cloud or a save within the cloud. You can just take your character you worked on so let's say, for example, say Anthem or something like that, and you got this friend that got Xbox, and you want to take your Javelin that you've been building up on Anthem on PlayStation and go play on Xbox for a little bit.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How would they handle exclusives?
It probably wouldn't be any more exclusive. I mean, people are already crying about this era as it is with PlayStation with the exclusives, but in my opinion, it's karma at this point. The guy who was leading Microsoft before Phil Spencer came along, he set this precedent of buying exclusive for the Xbox 360, And now everybody wants to bitch and moan and cry about it, that we should all play together, but no, y'all got to get y'all's back, because the people who were only PlayStation 3 had to deal with and go through that, and now y'all got to go through it too. So maybe this next generation, then we'll all nobody would do exclusives anything. Everybody gets everything at the same time this coming around.
I'm down for playing. Meet more people.
Yeah, more shoot. They better get them servers ready for these online games. If they do decide to do crossplay, that's a lot of freaking people. What else we got? Red Dead. Also, last thing of the Game Awards, Red Dead did sweep a good majority of the awards, but
I'm so proud.
But God of War took Game of the Year. So
I'm still proud.
That's all I wanted them to get.
Yep.
I figured they were gonna win anyway.
Yeah, I kind of figured it too.
They had a whole year. Well, technically, like more. They've been out a lot longer than the other nominees, if anything. Well, popular. Then on top of that, the other two, especially with Spider-Man and Red Dead. I figured that God of War would have went on ahead and won it.
I think Red Dead just had the advantage of timing. It's just like with a lot of when it comes to music awards and stuff like that. It's like whatever artist came out that had a very, very good hot album and it did very well and it just hitting all the right points, they're fresh on the mind. So of course they're gonna get majority of the votes because they fresh on the mind. So the same thing with Red Dead. They was fresh on the mind. Not even a month? No. Yeah, like a month removed from when the game came out. The online had just launched the week before that. So of course they were going to get it.
Don't get me wrong. Red Dead definitely deserves a lot of...
It deserves it, yeah.
It's an amazing game. But just as long as God of War took Game of the Year, man.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Want to get into...
Can we talk about Devil May Cry for a minute?
No, let them go ahead and get it out. I was waiting for this.
All right, man. So... I was a huge DMC fan. I think out of all of the games, except for the one that hasn't been released, I think DMC was the best Devil May Cry game, hands down. I think a lot of people didn't give it a chance because of the whole emo Dante thing that they showed off at first, but they revamped him. And if you look at this Devil May Cry now, and you looked at the gameplay from any other Devil May Cry, you would instantly think that this Devil May Cry was part 2 to DMC because not just the gameplay, because they all kind of have similar gameplay, but the art design is darker. Nero looks like Dante. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nero looks just like Dante. Then they just released this trailer with this fucking Kylo Ren looking motherfucker, but everybody was crying about the fact that, oh, Dante looks like an emo and this motherfucker look like Kylo Ren walking around with a fucking cane. They really fucked up a good franchise, and Capcom pretty much was like, hey, we kind of thought Ninja Theory did a good thing with Devil May Cry. We're gonna take a lot of elements from it, and just because it's our Dante, y'all gonna love it.
Yeah, it's their license. So, they basically took the IP back, probably took the IP back from Ninja Theory, and kept all the elements they wanted to keep in it, and we got Devil May Cry 5 pretty much.
Well, but I see it like it's gonna be Xbox exclusive. So
no, it's not gonna be Xbox exclusive. Ninja Theory has moved on to do other stuff with Xbox. Devil May Cry 5 is Capcom, so it's solely going to be it's going to be multi-platform. It's not just on Xbox; it's on PlayStation as well.
The original Devil May Cry only was a PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, that's not the first time. Yeah. Ninja Theory gave that up. I mean, the only thing they took with them to Xbox was because they did the game Hellblade. That's really good as well.
Ninja Theory does great hack and slash games because they did Heavenly Sword.
They did all the recent Ninja guidance too.
Yeah, still waiting on a new one for that too. Let's see what else. Let me do time check real quick. We may have to get into some of these other topics next week. Oh yeah. We'll hold the last 3 in gaming that we got. We'll hold those for next week to talk about those. Anybody got anything else before we end the show?
Yeah, I got something else. For those of you who are huge Persona fans, I'd like to let y'all know this right now. Joker has officially been announced. Well, he got announced in Game Awards, but still, he is in Smash Brothers as part of a fight pass. I just thought y'all should know I'm picking up this game.
So So real quick before we end the show, do we feel like on Smash Bros. The Smash Bros. Gonna do the same thing that every other damn fighting game does with their DLC, which is freaking
crossover
freaking drip out characters into the game?
Yes, because that's what the fight pass is for 5 months, once a month. If you get the fight pass, that means after Smash Bros. Drops starting in January, you're gonna get a character in the board in January. Then you're going to get a character in the board in February. Then you're going to get a character in the board in March, all the way up until May. After that, that's the end of your fight pass.
And then they're going to probably do season 2.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk about that more on 88, man. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap it. We're going about what, hour and 30 minutes now. But yeah, man. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, hook us up. NerdFlow, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to catch you guys for issue 88, man. Please make sure you send your Ask NerdFlow questions over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. Any of your NerdFlow art or any type of like art that you want to send over to us, send it over to the same email as well. And we out of here, man. We'll see you guys for issue 88, NerdFlow, next week.
Spirit fingers.
I'm like, what you say?